and welcome to another reaction review video with me, Nina Schofield, singer-songwriter, vocal coach and session musician. Today we're going to be listening to Kesha's new album, and this is something I have been waiting for 3 years now. I was absolutely obsessed with Rainbow. I mean, it was one of my most played, worn out records of 2017. And so I'm kind of intrigued as to what High Road is going to be like. Is it going to be a continuation of Rainbow? Is it going to be totally separate from that? Like, that was such a sort of raw, emotional, getting everything out of Kesha album that I'm not sure that she will still be doing that in High Road. I feel like this is going to be maybe more of a just, look at me, I can do this now. I don't know what I meant by that, but some kind of just emotional release of the past year or so, rather than all the stuff that she had gone through that she put into Rainbow. And yeah, so far with the singles, they haven't grabbed me in the same way as the songs or the singles did from Rainbow, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the album isn't going to grab me in the same way, because as we all know, often the singles that are released aren't necessarily the best songs from an album. So that's what I'm kind of looking to see, is if I'm gonna really love this album as a whole, as a piece of work, or if, you know, maybe it won't be my favourite Kesha album, maybe it will be a good record but not one for me. Who knows until we start pressing play. Are you ready? Let's go. So we start with that almost childlike piano. There's like a real drama in her vocal delivery, but also a slight touch of distortion on there, which just adds to that. Raise it. See, that is so uncomfortable. It's like we're 30-40 seconds into this record and Kesha goes, nah, don't sit down and kind of relax into this, because we got some stuff to get through. Oh, it's like we're looking at a RuPaul kind of drag race runway song, right? Listen to that bass. Okay, so she's using her vocal as a rhythmic tool here. That it's like a mix of Kesha right at the very start of her career and now, isn't it? What a mess of stuff! And there's these little vocal layers. It's so full of stuff like that I can't separate it all 100%, but we've got such a heavy bass, and then there are all these kind of heavy synth sounds as well that are added into that mix to give it this dirty, gritty feel, and then also Kesha's vocal, which has that distortion on, plus all the other vocals that are going on. Woo! There's a lot of oh, that chord is still uncomfortable. There's a lot of things that are just slightly on the higher frequency edge as well. That acoustic guitar's coming through a little bit there, and there's a couple of percussive things that I can hear coming through at the top. Hey! Yeah! Tonight, take me out. See, this bit I really like. This is like the Kesha that I loved on Rainbow. I think it's this kind of celebratory but also slightly emotive thing that Kesha can get across in a fun song. Did you hear that? Did you hear that top note? Whoa. Okay. Lots of double tracking on her vocal, that acoustic guitar accompaniment. But the funny thing, I'm fucking everything. I don't do that dance. Hey! I said hey, like, hey everyone listen, but it's also in the record, so I feel like I was part of the record there. The bass there is, again, following on the same pattern from tonight, that almost pedal point, very dirty, in the rough kind of bass sound. Very shallow reverb on those drum hits there. And also this song, you know, she's kind of saying, again, it's kind of similar to tonight, where she's saying, I'm not going to be following you in your lane, I'm going to be doing my own thing, and this is my lane, and if you want to come and sing, play, whatever with me, that's cool, but otherwise, see ya. And it's this almost trap thing that we've got going on. Tribal vocals. Delay, delay, delay. Awesome. Okay, Raising Hell. Here we go. Do you know what? That piano sound, almost that first note could have been an electric guitar. It was so processed in that way that I was like, oh, it's electric. Oh no, 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 that is a piano. It's like heavily reverbed snare drum. Do you know what? Listening to these songs on my speakers, my proper speakers, rather than just through my phone and stuff, I am loving them more than I did on first listen. It's actually selling them to me a lot more. I guess I'm feeling the bassiness, the proper core of them, and I think maybe that's what Kesha wants us to do, is to listen to them really on good speakers and hear every single element of this album. I think it's great that you have them together there, that male and female vocal together. It just gives it a little bit of a different edge. And that note. Coming out with everything. Amazing. Worshipping at the Church of Kesha. Okay, now we're going on to High Road. I'm taking a high road, highest vibe. Okay, so she's actually saying she's high. So this, when I read High Road, I was like, oh, okay, she's taking the high road, as in she's just gonna let that rubbish just pass her by. But she's actually high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, where does this come from? Where is this coming from? This is TikTok Kesha. This is Kesha, like, she's found her footing, you know? She had to do Rainbow, which I'm so pleased she did, that was an album of raw emotion and rising up. And now she's like, yeah, this is me, I'm Kesha. This is what I wanted to do when I started out. Do you know what? That's so catchy that I'm kind of ignoring everything that's going on musically because I'm just taken with that melody. There's lots going on. See, that vocal to me sounds drunk, sounds high. That's like a construction site of music. Do you know what I'm saying? The sounds there? I feel so good and I'm so happy. Is this our album ballad? Is it? She's just said, I'm so happy. So I don't know. And you hate that, but I love love. Love love. So get your shadow. Okay, so that da 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 was like a melody taken from the verse, but just accentuated in the chorus. Okay. And also what she's saying is, take your negative vibes elsewhere. I'm having a great time right now. I don't need you to try and drag me down with your shadow. Lovely backing vocals. They sound like string lines. Right? I feel like anyone that knows and loves Kesha is gonna laugh at that a little bit. That was cool. She's really using the vocals as an instrument in this song. The production's very different, and I love the fact that those backing vocals sound like string lines. Yeah, really, really interesting. And there are strings in there now. She can really hear it coming out here. And her woo! Yeah, really, really cool. Honey. Interesting chords again. She's not letting us be super comfortable.
Over half a man around on a yacht in the French Riviera.
This is like almost sounds like a demo because her vocal is so under-processed. Wow, the layers of vocals to go from that singular vocal in the verse and then have that big honey, do 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 do. You know, all of the different layers there. Nice. And then the spoken vocals gone into the background. See, this song isn't my favourite song, but I can appreciate what has gone into the vocal arrangement. To me, this song kind of sounds like a hark back to certain acts who I can't remember the names of. Come on, Nina. Butterfly, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Who did that song? Those people. It's kind of giving me that vibe. I'm still a little bit sick, by the way. Sorry if I sound a bit weird. You can even hear the buzz of the electric guitar there. Yeah, quite a good song to have in the middle of the album. They say you know when you know. There's a male vocal underneath, very softly placed there, but it's there, the octave below. Lying bed with your 3 cats and get obsessed with some boy you met one time 3 years ago in Nashville. Yeah, again, this has this kind of demo quality. These are the ones that I feel like Kesha wrote, and she said, yeah, hell, just put them in. It's all good. You know, it's my album. I'm going to put them in if I want to. Did I miss my one true love? Was he right in front of me? I find it interesting that there's no harmony in this. It is very exposed, and that male vocal is the only thing that's kind of giving us a little bit of contrast. It's like 40s harmonies. That melody, that's like another Kesha song. Which one am I thinking of, guys? What would happen if I had your kiss? That's a bit of a heavy thing to say, you know? What would have happened if actually we had gone down a certain road? Whew, that's a lot. It's like the crossroads that we reach sometimes, where you could go one way and then you choose to go the other way, and you look back after a couple of years and go, wow, if I'd have gone that way, my life literally would be completely different right now. Nice note bend, yeah. Yeah, heavy song with a kind of jovial approach. Okay. Oh, Brian Wilson's on this one.
Nobody makes me feel the way you do. And sometimes I just can't stand it.
See, there's a lot of reverb on this song compared to the two that we've just had that were so dry. This is a lot more reverbed. Yeah, I kind of have a feeling where this is going. Let's see.
Isn't that just the thing about it?
Harmonies.
I'm still thinking you could be the one. I've been staying up while you're sleeping in my bed.
Has a country feel.
I don't hate you, babe.
I like how the backing vocals are providing the sort of instrumental. We've got that plucked acoustic guitar, picked acoustic guitar, but the backing vocals are what's giving us real depth and harmony. That's nice. Oh, whew. That gives me a little bit of Johnny Cash, Hurt. You know that song? Woo, that's a deep one. That's a beautiful message, kind of sad message, but really well delivered. Lovely. This is so pretty. That's great. The way that just went straight into the middle eight there. I really like that. Great arrangement. And you know what else is going on in this song? Is the fact that we have the harmonies in the backing vocals that are consistently moving throughout like a string line, but also consistently in the actual lead vocal we have a harmony. It's very country, very pretty, gives you this real surround sound. Oh, yeah. That was the perfect end. Really love that song. Great. Do you know what? I was worried that there wouldn't be a song like that on this record. Now that there has been, it's almost like I can relax a bit into it. She didn't want us to, and now I feel like we can, you know, just kind of go, okay, we've had that moment. Now let's move on. Let's see what else she's got that's going to give us highs and lows. Back into the highs. Straight away.
Feel like I don't know you anymore. You only want
Military drums.
me when I give you side eyes.
Okay, so this is called A Little Bit of Love. Is she saying, just give me some love that is true, not because of something else?
I could use a little bit of love tonight.
Woo! That is very Kesha and very distorted.
A little bit of love tonight. Big red heart, sunglasses on. Miss me when I'm gone till the
Break.
after.
Heavy.
It's been a long
Horn line.
week.
It's like the trombones, boom, boom, give you that bassiness.
Maybe we can take it to the
Bang, bang.
after.
Take it to the afterlife.
Here's a little bit of
Oh.
tonight.
Yeah, I love how everything kind of filtered out there and you're just left with that exposed trombones and the vocal. Like it. Okay, Birthday Suit is next. A little bit of naked Kesha. Game Boy sound.
You like the way I look, you like the time I had, you like the way I talk my American accent.
That was me trying to do the cup song type thing. That's all I can do. I can't do the cup song. But that's what that reminds me of.
You like the way I drive, vroom, vroom, vroom. I said my booty like boom, boom, boom. You never met a girl like this.
I didn't know that was going to happen. I'm telling you, I've never listened to this before. But as I said on records that I've done that kind of predictive thing with before, I'm sure you guys do it as well, where a song is so well written that it almost just is universally acknowledged that the next line is going to be whatever it is. And that one had to be boom, boom, boom.
Oh, baby, you get better and better the more I get to know ya. Get to know
Heavy
ya.
synth line.
Oh.
Oh. Love this. Love this.
Keep fighting, fighting the feeling, but I don't want ya. But I don't want ya. Yeah. I know we're both thinking I wanna get you in your birthday suit.
What is this post-chorus? This is like 2 2 or 3 different songs that have just been sellotaped together. Can you hear the particular words are the ones that are double tracked and have the layers of vocals? How clever is this song? Again, another section different to what we've heard before. What is next? How many sections does this song have? Delays on the snare. Goddamn. That's my favourite bit. This section where you've got the strong guitars and I don't know, it just feels like yeah, ooh. It's a fun song, but it has a little bit of meaning behind it anyway. Yes, I love that. That's so Kesha. I love that so much. Okay, so far, Resentment, Little Bit of Love and Birthday Suit are my new favourite songs. What's next? I can see the Potato song is coming up, so I do like potatoes. Maybe that will be a good song. But first, Kinky.
Mom!
Wait, this says Kinky featuring Kesha. I mean, it's your record, babe.
This is Kinky Spice. Kinky Spice?
What's going on?
Holy shit.
You like to put on my dress, I like to put on your boots.
That's quite a similar entrance to some of our previous songs further back in the album. Also, I like that DJ start. Can you hear the do-do-do-do-do? That melody is being followed by a pretty little synth. Yeah, 80s, hello. Do you know what's really interesting about this song is that she has her lead vocals. Sometimes it's spoken, sometimes it's sung, but no matter what, there's always a layer underneath of kind of the opposite in a way. Heavy bass. Yeah, those chords. Yeah, the stabs. If Kesha did a video for this song, there would have to be a lot of smoke machines involved, and maybe it would be set at night time and it would be a bit creepy. Do you know what? I also got a little bit of Christine and the Queens in there, influence-wise, but I mean, she's influenced by a lot of different people, so music, hey? It's a melting pot. Okay. Here we go, it's the big moment. It's the Potato song, 'cause I want to. Okay, so vibes from this song so far. Kesha wrote this song and she went, hey, I do what I want to do. And this song's about potatoes. It's going on my album.
Don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm always rushing.
It's so whimsical with the bum 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 bum.
I'm moving to a distant island.
She still has the distortion on her vocal, classic Kesha.
I'll sleep all day.
When have you ever heard someone say, I'll grow some potatoes on their album? It's kind of beatly in its brass arrangement in a way. A little electric guitar, swells of the horns. Everybody! Very cool having the do-do-do-do-do-do on the toms, but nothing afterwards. I really like this. It's like a round, you know, when you start with one thing and then you get someone else to come in at one point and then it just keeps going and everything builds up and it sounds amazing. There's an army of kazoos right now, guys. Ah, the potato song, the song I never knew I needed. Oh, what a vibe. It's like we're driving down the highway. A little bit of an 80s feel. It's got those tropical sounding drums.
It was a hard time, a really fucking hard time.
Nice harmonies. Love the palm muted guitar. Sounds like a water drop.
Can we just hang out tonight? Neither of our boyfriends are even invited.
Neither of our boyfriends are coming.
I'm crying.
This song has a nostalgia to it.
You're not a best friend.
That's the magic of best friends.
I don't feel
Vocoder. Yeah.
calling out my best friend.
The drums in this give it a real staccato feel, even though there's a warmth and a constant, it's like a hug, this song. But yeah, there's this constantly a detached rhythmic aspect to it.
When I'm with my best friend, I feel like myself.
That reminds me of Fleetwood Mac, Everywhere. You know that little bit in the song? That's like Kesha's version of that.
You're my best friend.
You're my best friend, yeah. Really nice. Great tail end to that song as well.
I wish my heart wasn't broken from the start. I'm sorry, I'm always so anxious, and I'm just sorry I'm fucked up.
So triplet effect in this rhythmical vocal, and really pretty actually, the melody that's used in this and the backing.
I really just don't know how to love, how to trust.
The message of the song, like she's being really vulnerable with this, and I think having those vocal layers, like the really tightly built up harmonies, and I think there's a bit of vocoder, it suits the message of this song.
He's no one, a stranger. Oh, I
Wow.
wish my heart wasn't broken from the start. My cradle to my grave, never have a father-daughter dance. Never alone,
Wow.
God, I'm so lonely.
Wow. This is like a goosebumps moment, this song. Real meaning behind this. I wasn't expecting to come back to a song that did this kind of thing before the end of the record, so I'm really kind of glad in a way, because it gives this album a little bit more depth again. The bassiness. Interesting percussive elements.
But I even be the same person.
Oh, I've just realised the bassiness there is a sample vocal of a male vocal. Do, 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 do.
Somebody to help with the flat tape.
Expressive, inventive.
I never had.
See, that makes me think of people like Philip Glass and that kind of modern, weird, but incredible arrangement and affected music that, guys, if you haven't listened to Philip Glass, go have a listen. Wow, our strings.
Without that father-daughter dance.
That song, that deserves to be listened to 20, 30 times just to hear every different element. I could do a whole hour on that song. That is really, really interesting and full of so much stuff, and very Steve Reich, different trains. Go and listen to Steve Reich, Different Trains. Then you'll understand where I'm coming from with this influence, and yeah, that's the best one to listen to. Last song on the record. Back to acoustic guitar.
Heard a story from my grandma, rest her soul.
So this is going to be a very personal song again.
That's the spirit, that's the ghost inside of me.
There's a lot of distortion on other elements that aren't her vocal in this song so far. Oh, reverse sounds.
So wildflower, got the gypsy blood, always chasing thunder.
Note bend up, little country, same kind of vibe. Again, there is a continuity within this record, and she has pulled it together with this last song, I think. That's the rhythmic feel. Yeehaw! This is, see, that's cool because the main vocal isn't really far ahead in the mix. It's everyone, you know, that big group of vocals is equally as important, and actually does it need a main vocal in that part? I don't know. It's a rousing chorus of vocals. Slide guitar. Yeah, what a final message for Kesha to kind of give us at the end of this album. I'm not a rose, I'm a wildflower. I'm gonna keep on going my own route, going for the path less travelled. Hop on board if you wanna. It's a really, really great lyrical album. I think I need to sit down and actually read through all the lyrics properly, but there's a lot of personal moments on this. There's a lot that Kesha's just kind of throwing off and throwing caution to the wind and hey, have this. There are some fun moments, you know, the potato song, Kinky. There's a lot of different stuff on here that I think some artists would be afraid to put on a record, but Kesha just is not. And I think that's what makes her stand out from a lot of people, is that I don't even know if she would want to call it bravery. I think it's just her. It's her being and her soul, and I feel like that's a record that I'm gonna grow to love. Whereas Rainbow I loved straight away. This one I feel like I'm gonna let sink in. There are some songs on here that I instantly am really vibing with, but some of them I need to just kind of sit back and let them soak in and really hear the message of each of them. Which of these is your favourite song? Let me know in the comments box down below, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, please do hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications and become part of our family here on YouTube. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Nina_Schofield, and I will see you very soon. Love you so much. Bye.